And welcome back, and we're into February now, so this is the 5-a-day further maths core bit questions. Let's go with the first question. Alright, so what do we have? So it looks like we're starting with an algebra factorised fully. Now, the word fully is quite important here. It's a bit of a clue that quite often people do half the work but not all the work. So on the face of it, I can take out a 7, which is going to give me 7x squared minus 4, but the fully comes in because it also wants you to recognise that this is a difference of 2 squares. So that's going to give you 7x minus 2, 7x plus 2. Next question. Use Pascal's triangle to work out the coefficient of x4. Okay, so Pascal's triangle is one of these things we teach at further maths, and then A-level maths will go a bit further and we talk about combinations. And you may have learnt the combinations method, and that's fine. I'm going to do the way that it wants me to, which is Pascal's triangle. Now, the other key to this question is, in order, I'm going to work out x to the 0, x to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But I don't need all the others. The only one I need is x to the 4. The other thing I'm going to need is to know what the sixth line of Pascal's triangle is. So Pascal's triangle then requires you to write down the terms. Now you may know what it is already, but just for those that want to see where it comes from. So I am writing down the sum of the two digits above. So 2 plus 1 is 3, 1 plus 0 is 1, etc, etc. So 1, 6, 4, 1, 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. And the one I need, so let's do this carefully, is 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 5, that's 5, 6, and 1. And I want, now Pascal's triangle, you start counting at 0. So I want the fourth one, but really it's the fifth one because I start counting at 0, as I say. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so I want 15. So in other words, the coefficient of my expansion of x to the 4 is going to be 15 times 3 to the power of something, times minus x to the power of 4, and because 6 minus 4 is 2, it's 3 to the power of 2, and then it's getting your calculator out and working that out. So let's do that now. So it's going to be 15 times 9, it's going to be 135, and then minus to the power of 4 is minus, 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 which is plus, so it's going to be 135x to the power of 4. Now, technically, it says coefficient, so actually the answer is 135 because that's the number before the x to the power of 4. Either way, question done. Not a terrible question. Next one. This looks more difficult. Okay, let's write this carefully. I feel this is an easy one to mess up. So a equals 3x, b equals 4x. C is 75% more than a, so therefore c equals a, which is 3x times 1.75. Now that, as a fraction, I feel that might be an easy way of doing it, is 7/4 times 3x. And b is 30% less than b, d is 30% less than b, so it's going to be 7/10 of b, which is 4x. I thought this may be a non-calculator question, but it feels like this could be a calculator question. And then it also tells me that c is 147 greater than d, so get this the right way around. So in other words, c equals d plus 147. And it wants you to work out the value of x. Okay, right, so basically I'm just bringing the two things from above into this one equation down here. So that's going to give me 21 over 4x is equal to d, which is 7 times 4, which is 24, which is 28 over 10x plus 147. Calculator or not, it's obviously take this one carefully, so it's going to be 21 quarters minus 28 over 10, so 21 over 4 minus 2.8 is going to give me 49 over 20, and that's going to be equal to 147. Now, I know 147 divides exactly by 49, so I do feel a little bit better already, but either way, therefore, x is going to be equal to 147 times 20 divided by 49, which is going to be 60. So therefore, let's write it over here, so some space, x is equal to 60. Next question. Okay, index rule question. So the way to think about this, or the way that I teach it anyway, is I think, well, first of all, let's fix this 2 1/4. So 2 times 4 is 8, 2 plus 1 is 9. That's going to give me 9 over 4. Again, I'm feeling a little bit better about this because 9 over 4 is square numbers, and I'm going to have to do some square rooting somewhere probably. What do I need to do to minus 2/5? What do I need to multiply that by in order to give me 1? because I want x to the power of 1, don't I, which is just x. Well, I'm going to multiply by minus 5 over 2. So in other words, I'm going to do minus 5 over 2 to both sides, or in other words, power of minus 5 over 2. That's going to cancel on the left-hand side, and that's going to make this 9 over 4 to the power of minus 5 over 2. And let's do this step by step. So over 2 means square root, and the minus means upside down. So I'm going to just do that in one go. So that's going to be 2 over 3 to the power of 5. And you may not know your 3's to the power of 5, but either way, check out your calculator. But it's going to be 32 over 243. But you need to be a bit careful here because I'm solving. And because here I'm doing the square roots, it could be plus or minus that number. So actually it's slightly more than I've written down, because at this stage here, it's actually plus minus 2 over 3 to the power of 5. So really here, the answer is going to be plus minus 32 over 243. Either way, good ending question to get to end on. And it's one of those you can lose a mark in the exam because you missed the important point. Nice selection of questions today. I feel they actually get a bit harder as we go through the month. So already I'm noting a small jump in difficulty, not huge, but small. Let's see how we go the rest of the month. Either way, like, subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one. Thanks all.